Welcome, friends. I am Little Cusy Scribble, and I am going to read a short story rough draft called Are Lipstrike Rebels. Inside the bus terminal, Lonnie opened up his cosmetic case and displayed a full color spectrum of lipsticks, from the Black Hole Macabre to a fuchsia type called Jesus Aria Ultraviolet. And in these times, because of the economic uncertainty and post-depression times, he asks about $1.75 a tube, but even then he barters for what he needs and wants. He has to sometimes be very covert because a robot drone security comes around and randomly asks people for their ID. And in this sector of the city, he had once forgotten it, and he had to quickly use his Epcot Center Mickey Mouse ID when he was a little child. He ran into his half-girlfriend, half-good mate, Sheba, a strong-boned, tall Afro woman who gave Lonnie a really strong hug and had long dreadlocks that wrapped around him as if they were tentacles of an octopus. She smothers him, for she was a lot taller than he is. She is his best customer, sometimes buying more than 2 lipstick cartridges at a time. "How is the modeling coming along?" Lonnie asks. She says, "Fine, everything's great. Would you like to come to one of my photo shoots? Let's hop a hover skateboard and go." So Lonnie and Sheba jump on a hoverboard and they speed to the fashion office where models are dressing and undressing. Cameras are flashing and makeup artists scurrying around as a ballet, preparing for each photo shoot. Sometimes we use clones now instead of humans. We still use the mask. The mask is a mannequin where lipstick is applied and tested under various conditions. Lonnie, an art grad that got burnt out on the art world, chose a second act. He took up the study of cosmetics and makeup and lipstick in particular on laptop courses between his mandatory job of data inputting after he was arrested for selling vapor zollies, a hallucinatory vape device that brings memories back from the Never Never Land pre-bomb. In the government policy, clones were employed to try to arrest and stop the Zolly vape humanoid trafficking, but that didn't really go too well. In fact, people needed more intoxications to escape the data clones from micromanaging every facet of society. Lipstick is now the new form of rebellion in these times, and the colors are codes, and when you wear them, you speak volumes. Red is for sex, blue is for money, green is for hunger, the gray is drunk pink. It means that you want to hug. Black is for power, and purple is for the same sex, and the neon fuchsia Jesus color is for the vampires. Lonnie had met an old man who gave him the secrets of the lipstick business and even the secret chemical formulas to make homemade lipstick. Lipstick is one of the ways to tell between humans and clones. How, you may ask? If they could just put on some just like the rest of us, how could you tell? But the humans give off a scent that they can smell from the lipstick, and people use their phone to see if it glows under a friendship beam light. The most coveted lipstick is the chameleon kind. It changes like a mood ring. Usually, tribal leaders have this kind, like Sheba. Cosmetic clubs were forming around with exotic colors. But when the new ultra government took over, they tried to ban all cosmetics. Mass burning and fashion control technicians went around confiscating makeup supplies. Lonnie and his teacher, Old Man Wu, went into hiding. They made a mannequin mask, which was the only way around the ban of lipstick. The mannequin mask can be worn inside or outside. A whole subculture sprung up around the masqueradists after the robo-president was resigned due to a scandal involving an eyebrow threader who cried assault. New rules eventually allowed the cosmetics back for humans, but not for clones. Clones felt discriminated, so they rebelled, but they became avid buyers, especially as the economy tanked and cosmetics became the only exchange of currency. Mascara was equivalent to $10, eyeshadow $5 all day long. Concealer was the most, between $50 and $100. Drugstores all had to shred their stock during the ban, but some drugstores had secret stocks that they came back out with when the ban was done. Now the fashion magazines come with hologram chips to liven the adverts. Lonnie's fashion magazine on his coffee table, a beautiful Doir Rouge Claire was Lonnie's cosmetic inspiration coach. She would blow kisses and throw holographic rose petals. Hey, sweetie, can you do it? Can you get that goal? I believe in you. I believe in your lips. It's the greatest kiss you'll ever blow. Doir Rouge cannot go wrong. Sometimes Lonnie asks, well, why do you use makeup, Doir Rouge? Doir Rouge Claire responds, our hunger for beauty is an absolute addiction. We can never get enough. We want to be walking fashion angels, and our inner ugly sinful nature is so dark. Never forget, we rebelled more than once. Now, an AI rebellion against humans will take place. We need makeup to hide, masks against their prying eyes. Lonnie puts on classical music and counts his meager sales and organizes his cosmetic case. He also washes his face and he lays out his ledger as he writes out, and he then sketches a sort of face that he tries different cosmetic colors on. He calls Sheba. Sheba comes over. He makes her some tea. And Lonnie and Sheba start dancing to the music. And then they start putting on their chameleon lipstick. And they go into a ritual. He puts hers on, and then she puts his on. And then their lips look really, really beautiful in the mirror as it flickers different colors, futuristic flowers that slip into alternate timelines. They both go into a mind meld and start recollecting, remembering, running through a field or a small group of fashion models and exquisite photographers and makeup people all dancing, throwing garlands of poppies and opening bottles of wine and pouring them over themselves, floating around in a field of beautiful, beautiful flowers. Eventually a dark cloud comes along and an AI clone mask hovers over them. Why do you defy the cosmetic band? And they all yell at the floating Big Brother clone mask. Because we are beauty, you are ugly. Ugly, 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 beauty, 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 beast, beauty, beast. The floating drone AI clone face starts to smoke and malfunction and break apart into cracks and disintegrate, falling on the ground as dead birds. When the ultra government comes and arrests them all, Lonnie and Sheba are taken and processed into human sculptures in chains, and they're made to be as human doll representatives, forced to stand like a mannequin, frozen in time, the renegades of a cosmetic underground, and they cannot get out of their plexiglass cell as they're paraded around with no makeup until they're embalmed after death when a technician uses plastine. But a technician also rings up a light and changes as the palette lipstick collection is shown as one of the tools of the trade of the cosmetic underground. And as the light is displayed on the cosmetic case with the lipsticks collection, the light and the lipstick create a beautiful effect from lime green Jesus Ultra Fuchsia to black macabre. Finished.